In this video, we will be taking a look at a guy desperately trying to claim how Doom 2016 is somehow an exact replica of Doom 1 and 2, as well as trying and failing to deflect criticism. And yes, we are of course talking about Tarragon. Now, you might remember that I made a video on his terrible take on Doom 2016 a while ago, and well, he ended up responding to that video, which is something I didn't really plan to respond to for multiple reasons. Okay, so first of all, the quality of his video is unbelievably bad, and I mean it's actually terrible. For starters, he doesn't even know how to download videos because all clips from my video are screen recorded and they're not even properly screen recorded because they're cropped on the edges.
Yes, those games are just literally virtually identical to the original Dooms. That is exactly what I'm saying. Alright, so you misrepresent so much of what I say in this video, and then on top of that, this video is only 14 minutes. This is only a fraction of how long I refuted your points. Now what matters is you like to insult people. You're a clickbaiter. Yeah, you got a lot of clickbaiting tendencies. And it's funny because you want to sit here and clickbait and do this. And me personally, you also insult people instead of actually refuting their points. I noticed that too. That's not true. In my Red Letter Media videos, those were from downloaded, those were downloaded from the internet, dude. Yes, the Red Letter Media videos. The videos that I used for Red Letter Media's footage, all that stuff was downloaded from the internet. All right? So I've been downloading my videos. You're saying I don't know how to do something that I've actually been doing. So that's not true.
And even then, he must be screen recording with like a toaster or some shit because
the audio quality
is basically the equivalent of experiencing terminal ear cancer.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Okay, well now I have a brand new microphone. So what are you talking about? I've been using this microphone for my Red Letter Media videos. Again, something you probably haven't even seen. So you're speaking about something you know nothing about because if you've seen my recent videos, you would know that I'm using a microphone now.
And to make it worse,
he overlays some dogshit fucking metal track on top, which also has dogshit quality to make sure your ears keep ringing 2 days after watching the video.
I mean, just look at these first 5 seconds of his video.
Excuse me, don't sit there and call my music dog shit and da-da-da-da-da. Stop insulting my shit. That's my flow, my style. First off, that's Kenji Yamamoto. He was the composer of multiple episodes of Dragon Ball Z. He was the composer of the Dragon Ball Z games, the Budokai games, and Dragon Ball Z Kai. The composer of Dragon Ball Z was Kikuchi, but Kenji Yamamoto composed certain songs in Dragon Ball. That's the soundtrack that you're hearing. Before you talk shit, know what the fuck you're talking about.
we will be taking a look at a guy trying to claim how Doom 2016 is completely overrated. And yes, the start of my original video in his video is cut off because apparently he doesn't even know how to properly cut the video.
What are you talking about? The quality of that came from the internet. I got that from online. And then I put it into CapCut. Then I downloaded the video from online and put that into CapCut. So I don't understand what part of that is an issue with quality.
But hold on, it gets even fucking worse, as he cannot structure a response to save his fucking life. He basically lets my video play for like 5 minutes at a time, and then has long ass segments where he responds to the things I said in that clip. But once again, it's a completely incoherent mess because he doesn't reference any of the clips, and since he ends up talking in circles like a fucking sped, the clip he's responding to ends up being like 10 minutes apart from the actual response. So on top of all of that, plus somehow making his response 40 fucking minutes long, you can tell why I didn't initially plan to respond to this shit. But since I'm kinda bored out of my ass right now and I got reminded of this guy's existence from watching one of Thunderstruck's recent videos, I figured fuck it, I might as well respond to some of this. So yeah, fair warning, I'm definitely not gonna respond to all of this shit, so I'll see how much I can take before getting the urge to eat uranium. And I'll be only including his responses since, once again, due to the dog shit structuring of the video, Including my clips would just unnecessarily stretch the video and fucking kill anyone who listens to that audio, so I highly recommend rewatching my original video if you haven't already. Alright, with all that said, let's not delay the inevitable and get right into this whole shit.
What part of any of that had to do with all the points that I made about the level design? Let me explain something to you. I like games with open level design. I like games where the level design is open and free. I like games where they let you complete things in different ways. I don't like games where you're doing a bunch of shit, important stuff, and you can only do it one way, no matter what. One way. Doom is not like other shooters, where you can complete things in different ways. You can utilize stealth, you could utilize demolition, you could utilize sniper, or you could go infantry, or you could snipe from the distance, or you could, you can blow shit up. Demolition, like I said before, I'm going in circles here, but that's what I'm saying. Basically, you can do all these different things. Demolition, you can blow things up. Snipe, you can snipe from the distance. Infantry, you could just go infantry and go guns, go balls to the wall, guns, all guns blazing. Stealth, you can sneak behind people, kill people. So if you can do things in different ways, in other shooters, in a shooter like Doom, you can't. You can't do things in different ways. You can't utilize stealth. You don't have open-ended level design where it's more free and open so you can really traverse. In a game like BioShock, the level design is explorable. Every level is open-ended. You could explore each level. You cannot do this in the new Doom. I played other shooters. I'm not interested in playing a game that does not allow this kind of freedom. I structured all these response videos, multiple response videos on my channel, and I structured a huge response to you. So what are you talking about? I did a response to Under the Mail. I did a response to Red Letter Media. I did a response to multiple different people on the platform. And I'm doing a response to you too. See? That's all you do is just insult people's stuff. Oh, to this shit. You always insult people's stuff instead of actually critiquing the points that they lay down. And if you can't refute my points, then what is the purpose of your insult? Your insult is obsolete to the actual information and knowledge laid down upon the video. So that renders your point obsolete. You only responded to a fraction of my video. You didn't even respond to the entire thing. Therefore, that renders a lot of what you're saying obsolete. And you're not even refuting what I'm saying anyway. You have to refute my actual points. You can't just insult all day. I wouldn't talk because I'm not seeing you put forth the same effort in your videos. I'm not seeing you do all that editing and doing all that fucking shit. Look at my Cosmonaut video. Look at my Red Letter Media video. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're not putting in half that fucking work, so I don't want to hear half those fucking insults. Get the fuck out of here. Unless you're putting forth that effort yourself, that criticism is obsolete. Unless you're putting forth that effort yourself, that criticism is obsolete.
First, let me start this by saying I have a right to feel this way. The fact that people are trying to make it like it's wrong for me to feel like this is bull, alright?
I find it extremely hilarious he says this, considering he is the one who insulted people who like Doom 2016 at the end of his video on numerous occasions. So already we're starting off strong with the negative self-awareness.
So, Batakanta, right here, is making it like it's wrong for me to feel this way about the new Doom.
That's literally not what I said, so I guess we can add chronic memory loss to the list as well.
I have a right to feel this way. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. Also, I made that video before I ever even touched Ultra Kill, so you have to understand that context when watching the video.
No shit, Sherlock. The reason for my title is because, as I clearly explained in the very video you are responding to, you criticized Doom 2016 for one thing, and then later proceeded to give Ultra Kill a pass for it.
Therefore,
It's a double standard.
Like, this is pretty fucking obvious information.
What are you talking about? Just because I didn't criticize Ultra Kill, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Ultra Kill did not have the same flaws as Doom 2016. Doom 2016's level design was closed, linear. The level design of Ultra Kill was open-ended with Act 3. The Act 3 is open-ended, free, open level design. Doom is nothing like this. Doom is linear. So I don't like that. The old Doom gets away with it because it's an old game. But if it's a new game that's just as linear, that's not interesting to me. Why do you think I liked Ultra Kill? Because it was different from Doom. Ultra Kill is nothing like Doom. Even its level design is different because in Act 3, the level design is open-ended. I explained this in the same video that you responded to, but you were too busy insulting me every 5 seconds to actually pay attention. It's not a lie. It's literally a recreation of the original level design style of the old games. They did not change the level design. They did not upgrade it. They did not update it for modern times. Because people kept complaining when they tried to do this with Doom 3, and they said it sucked. So they went back to their roots. But when they went back to their roots, all they ended up doing was just duplicating the original. And I didn't like that. So therefore, I'm not a fan of Doom 2016. Again, I've explained this. But of course, like Batakanta always does with his clickbaiting, constant clickbaits, constant bullshit, constant projection. You had the nerve to sit there and say that what I said was a lie, when a lot of what you're saying is projection. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, well, he's just lying. That's projection, bro. That's projection. When did I lie? I talked about Doom's level design. I talked about Doom's gameplay design. That's not a lie. That's my perspective on Doom. My perspective. I'm not a fan of that game. I explained why. I broke down the level design. I broke down Doom's level design. You claim that I had a double standard. Since when? What double standard? Just because I said that Ultra Kill was fine, but Doom wasn't. That's because Ultra Kill in Act 3 has open-ended level design. That's because Ultra Kill in Act 3 has open-ended level design. Meaning, the level design is free. The level design is open-ended. Anybody can go and explore the level any way they see fit. You cannot do this in Doom 2016. I've done this in other games. I play games like Far Cry 3, Fallout 4. I play games like Batman Begins. I played third-person stealth games. I played open-world games. I played Killzone Mercenary, games that let you complete things in different ways. I play games like that. That's the kind of stuff I grew up on. So when I come to Doom 2016, I don't get to play it like that. Or Dishonored. Dishonored lets you complete things in multiple different ways, and it has open-ended, free level design. That's incredible. But when you play a game like Doom 2016, you cannot do these things. Therefore, it is not as compelling to me. That is what I'm saying. Dude, I'm just going to explain to you that the level design inside of Doom 2016 is very linear. It is that simple. Anyone who plays the game will know this. So because the level design is linear, there are other shooters where the level design is not linear, where it's open-ended, and that's more compelling to me. Do you understand? That is more compelling as a game. It's a more compelling gameplay loop. I don't like repeating the same gameplay loop by going through the same linear levels I went through in the 90s. Doom is an old game, so when you reboot it, I'm expecting new things. So if you reboot it the same way as the original game, what's the purpose of the reboot? That's how I feel towards Doom 2016. Because the levels are linear. Again, just like that game. Oh, that is similar to the old Dooms in that way. That the levels are linear. Okay, it might not be the same exact level, but it's still the same level design. That's what I was saying. The same linear level design.
That's something a lot of people don't realize. Dude, I never even touched Ultra Kill. I just didn't like the new Doom 2016 ever since it first came out. I love the original Doom, but to get the exact same game again, with the exact same layout and level design as the original Doom, you know it's a recreation of the original Doom, right?
And here he goes back to lying. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Find me one level from any of the classic Doom games that was copied in its entirety in Doom 2016's main campaign. Here, Ultimate Doom has 36 levels, Doom 2 has 32, Final Doom has 64, and Doom 64 has 32 or 40 depending on the version. Surely, if what you're saying is true, it shouldn't be hard to find just one example out of all these levels now, should it?
How is that lying? It's not a lie if you analyze the level design and see that it is linear. That's just how the game is. The game's level design is linear because the old Doom's level design was linear. So it's easier to just get straight to the enemy, kill them, and do what you gotta do. That's cool and all. 20 years ago, back when games were still just starting to become three-dimensional. But years later, when you've already played games like Dishonored, when you've already played games like BioShock, that have open-ended level design, or Act 3 of Ultra Kill, because you accused me of something that was not true, of holding Ultra Kill to a double standard, when Ultra Kill's Act 3 has open-ended level design, proving that Ultra Kill is different from Doom. It's not like Doom. Maybe that's why I prefer it over Doom. And you have games like Dishonored, games like Bioshock that also have open-ended level design. And they are nothing like Doom. And that is the reason why I prefer those games over Doom. I prefer playing those games over Doom. And since I play games like that and I come to a game like Doom, I am not impressed. Because it's not like Bioshock. Because it's not like Far Cry 3. Or because it's not like Dishonored. Where you can play it any way you see fit. You can play those games any way you want. I like first-person shooters with freedom. It's not like Killzone Mercenary. Killzone Mercenary gave you freedom. Yes, the levels were linear in Killzone Mercenary. So it wasn't as open-ended as Bioshock or Dishonored, but it had a lot of freedom in how you completed it. And it did have a little bit of open-ended level design here or there. So you actually got to complete things in different ways. Any way you saw fit in the game pushed you to completing it in different ways in order to gain more credits. It was fantastic gameplay design, something that you do not get out of the new Doom.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he won't provide an example
because he's very blatantly lying.
It even has the same level design. So I've already experienced how groundbreaking this level design was for its time. But for you to redo the exact same thing, well, it's just the same level design. It's the same game. Doom is the same game it was in years ago. There's no difference except now it's got better graphics, it's got a glory system and stuff like that. But it's still overall the same game.
Then show me one example of any level from any classic Doom game which was copy-pasted into Doom 2016's main campaign layout-wise. But yeah, spoiler alert, he won't because he's talking out of his ass.
So that's part of why I didn't like it. Also, I just didn't like the game in general because, you know, I played other shooters that were more innovative. They had stealth, demolition, it had different ways of killing people, and you could take down missions and objectives in different ways. Doom is not that kind of game. Krellix made this apparent. He was like, look, Doom is not like that kind of game. You're not a real human. It's just like, oh my god, you're so dramatic. I mean,
You're so dramatic, says the guy making a 40-minute response video because he can't handle being wrong on insignificant shit like fucking video games. Also, you can literally blow shit up in Doom 2016, which you know very well, and stealth? Really? This has to be the dumbest fucking take I've heard about Doom 2016 in my entire fucking life, that it needs fucking stealth of all things.
It is not that deep. I just didn't like the game, man, and I'm not a fan of it. And when I played Ultra Kill for the first time, I love that shit. I eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner.
No one fucking cares. And no one would care about your video if that is all you said, but nope. Instead you chose and are still choosing to lie about the game as some pathetic attempt to validate your opinion for reasons I will never understand. That's really fucking sad.
I am addicted to that shit, but there's a difference though. That just happens to be a game I like. Doom happens to be a game I did not. And of course, Batakanta decides to insult me. And so we're just gonna, get right into it. A guy claiming it's overrated, it is overrated. People put it up like it's the coming of Jesus, like it changed everything, when it did not change a damn thing. It just repeated the exact same level design and gameplay of the original Doom with a new coat of paint.
Is it just me or does he genuinely sound like he's crying? Like, you can hear the sniffles and everything. But yeah, I already responded to all of this horseshit already, but Resident Retard here doesn't know how to argue his points, and instead takes to repeating the same arguments are already refuted, so... skip please.
I'm gonna say the same thing everybody already said. Oh, the drama, that was from this time ago and that. Who cares? What matters is what input you decided to add to it.
Okay, so this is talking about the fact I criticized his terrible Mayo video, and yeah, speaking of input that's added, your video added jack fucking shit to the discussion and just made his video look good in comparison.
That's not talking out of your ass. That's playing the game and assessing and analyzing the game, and based off of what you've analyzed and assessed from the game, this is the conclusion. Yes, because I can actually refute each individual point that you're making. The problem with you is the fact that instead of doing that, you want to insult people's shit, but then you don't put forth the effort and the ability to actually refute each individual point. Then you have the nerve to insult my work That shit is art. It's not just, you know, you're not even putting forth that same effort. You don't understand that kind of style. You don't understand that kind of thing because you're not doing it yourself. So you're insulting people for their work and their hard work when you're not putting forth that same effort yourself. Thunderstruck tried the same thing when he wasn't putting forth the same level of effort that I am. So I don't want to hear it. You can talk all the shit you want, but I'm not seeing you put forth that same effort. You can talk all the shit you want, but I'm not seeing you do that same thing yourself. In a game like Dishonored, you can complete things in different ways. Stealth, going all out. Non-lethal, lethal. You can manipulate the situation to your advantage and use your powers to complete things in multiple creative different manners. You cannot do this in Doom 2016. Doom is not like a modern shooter. Doom is a recreation of the original games for the modern era. I am not saying that Doom needed stealth. That is wrong. I am saying that it does not have things like stealth. It does not have things like freedom of how to complete things in different ways. Demolition, sniper, stealth, infantry. It doesn't have these kinds of things. I like shooters that do this. I like tactical military shooters, free open-ended shooters, open world shooters. I like different kinds of shooters that let you complete things in different ways. Gameplay choice, gameplay freedom, player agency. Another great example is Halo. Halo lets you complete things in different ways and gives you open-ended level design and gives you gameplay freedom, something that you do not experience from Doom 2016. This is why I did not like it. I like games like that instead. Do you realize what I'm saying here? That's what I'm basically saying. So when it comes down to games like Halo, let me just repeat this one more time. You know? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm actually saying? When it comes to games like Halo, open-ended level design, gameplay freedom. When it comes to games like Dishonored, you can complete things in different ways. When it comes to games like Bioshock, you can complete things in different ways. When it comes to games like Doom 2016, you cannot complete things in different ways.
I just didn't like the game, man, and I'm not a fan of it. And when I played Ultra Kill for the first time, I love that shit. I eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner.
No one fucking cares. And no one would care about your video if that is all you said, but nope. Instead you chose, and are still choosing, to lie about the game as some pathetic attempt to validate your opinion for reasons I will never understand.
Shut up. Nobody asked you, asshole. You don't have to act like that. Man, such a dick. You see how he's just a douche for no reason? You just insult people for no fucking reason. And nobody cares. And nobody asked you. And nobody cares. Who the fuck even asked you? It's not a lie. I just broke down the level design, the gameplay design. I just explained. I'm not lying. I'm talking about level design. I'm talking about gameplay design. That's not a lie, genius. That's actual design philosophies put into the principle of designing video games. Okay, now you're just making shit up. I was just breaking down points about the game once again, and now you're just adding random shit to it just for your own little clickbaity adventure. Quit insulting me. You were the last to be talking shit with that goofy ass accent you have.
You don't understand the sheer aspect of, I'm just going to insult you instead of actually refuting points. And I'm going to do this for the sake of clickbait. With me and my accent.
I know you're not talking shit.
Okay, so this is talking about the fact I criticized his terrible Mayo video, and yeah, speaking of input that's added, your video added jack fucking shit to the discussion and just made his video look good in comparison.
Yeah, speak for yourself. There's a lot of people who agree with every single thing that I said on that video. And you could check the comment section. There's a bunch of people who love my video, so I don't want to fucking hear that fucking shit. What are you talking about? There's a lot of people who are still discussing Ultra Kill based off of that video. There's tons of people discussing stuff about it. And what are they discussing? Is Ultra Kill in balance, especially in Acts 1 through 2, when you can use the default pistol the entire time? No. He's wrong. And a lot of people realize this. This discussion is still ongoing. So that point is insufficient. No, joke's on you because you played yourself, because you didn't even realize the discussion is still ongoing about Ultra Kill. You spoke without having your facts. That makes you look stupid. Why would you sit there and say something that isn't even true? You said,
Oh, when nothing's being added jack shit to the discussion.
but something did. A bunch of people are commenting about that on the video, and a bunch of people are talking about the fact that, you know what, maybe Ultra Kill is not in balance in Act 1 and 2. But if you check under the Mayo's video, right, there are people who are saying actually it is in balance in Act 1 and Act 2, and people are debating about this and also discussing it and coming to the conclusion that Ultra Kill isn't even flawed in this manner. See, there's things you don't even understand because you speak out of turn without having your facts. You think I give the first flying fuck about your opinion about my work? See, when I'm working my shit, when I work hard at what I achieve, this is art. Content creation is not just content creation. This is projects of art. There's creativity, there's style, passion, something you couldn't possibly understand because you're so busy caught up in clickbait. That's all you give a fuck about. It's just clickbait. You're not thinking about the passion, the art. This is art. And a lot of people like my video, and a lot of people are still discussing stuff based off of my video to this very day. And you say that shit. Wow. Pretending like that whole discussion isn't going on. And if you check my comment section, you will see people who also agree with me. And if you check the likes, you will see that there are many people who agree with what I said. They understand where I'm coming from. They don't think Ultra Kill has some kind of imbalance in Act 1 through 2 with the default starter pistol. Like I just said, I don't give a fuck about your little opinion about my work. Like I give the first flying fuck about what some random clickbaiter has to say. You know how many people have made responses to me? You really think I give a fuck? Are you serious right now? I got bigger fish to fry. However, the fact that you even decided to make this video, I'm gonna respond to each and every one of you. Oh yeah. What the hell? You're not just gonna misrepresent my work, then insult me and think that I'm not gonna respond. Get the fuck out of here. You and your accent and your little bullshit clickbaiting nonsense, and you're accusing me of lying and holding double standards. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling the truth. This is how I actually feel towards that game. I explained that shit already. So get the fuck out of here. So you saying that is bullshit. You insulting me? You think I give a fuck about your little opinion about my work? Are you serious? But I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna refute what you say because I'm not gonna just have you say all this stuff, have it hanging out there, and then this is just it. Okay, that's what it is. No. That's why I broke down information about the level design, about the gameplay design, about all the important things, something you still have yet to do. You won't refute me, but instead you'll just choose to insult me. That's not enough, Batakanta. That's not enough, Batakanta. That's not enough. You have to refute what I'm actually saying. You have to refute my points. You refuted like 2, maybe 3 out of a 40-minute video. And then you didn't refute the rest, and you also didn't refute a bunch of stuff. You just insulted most of the time. That shows that you're actually wrong because you didn't actually break down the actual point. That's what matters, and you won't do that. You just want to insult people all day. Like, okay, I could sit there and do the same thing. I could just be like, oh, well, you such and such and yada, yada, yada. But what's the point when at the end of the day, you got to refute the points? That's what's important. I'm just saying, that's what's important.
Not to mention, the quality of that video was dogshit for all the same reasons as this one is dogshit, so GG, you played yourself. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. What can I say?
Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You sit there talk this kind of fucking shit when I don't even see you putting forth that same effort in your fucking videos. You don't understand that creativity, that kind of style, like you would ever fucking understand. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. YouTube is art.
And I've been doing that for quite some time, and a lot of other people also add their input when they learn about it. I just learned about Ultra Kill like a few months ago. I just touched Ultra Kill for the first time just a few months ago. I just learned about all this stuff. All right, so what am I going to do? I got to say something about it. The fact that you had the audacity to say, oh, it's the worst. Oh, please.
Because it was. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. It was a shit video with shit arguments, shit quality, and shit structuring. Spoiler alert, going in circles for 40 minutes repeating, oh, the game is hard, the game is hard, with footage of you playing on harmless in the background is not a good response video.
It's not harmless. That's not the game mode. You got the game mode wrong. You thought it was harmless. It's not. That's not the difficulty. I like how you actually assumed something that was not true. You're so busy insulting that you can't even assess your own point correctly.
Oh, well, playing harmless.
Actually, I wasn't playing on harmless. I don't play Ultra Kill on harmless. That's the wrong difficulty. If you can guess the right difficulty, then yeah, but no. That's nice and all, but you still have yet to refute my points about the level design, about Bioshock, about Dishonored. What about those games? What about the fact that they're so drastically different from something like Doom 2016? And that's what fuels my dislike of Doom 2016. I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. Because I play games like that. I like that way more. Dishonored, Bioshock 1. Way more open-ended level design. Way more freedom. Games like Halo. Halo has open-ended level design. Gameplay freedom. You can complete it in any way you want. It's another thing. I worked really hard on my work. And to hear that bullshit, and then look at... You've seen the response of the Under the Mail. I got a pretty good reception, so what are you talking about? So obviously, I'm doing something right. So like, I'm going to take your fucking word for it. I will respond to anybody who has anything to say about my work. I don't care who you are. I don't know who you think you are, but you need to understand something. Your shit is not law in here. This is my work you're talking about. So yes, I'm going to be fucking involved. Every step of the fucking way. It will never end.
Sorry, not sorry.
There's so much stuff out there. There's so many different people out there. I can't possibly be on that level.
You're right, you're not on that level, you're far worse. I really don't know what you want me to tell you. If you make the worst video on a certain topic, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Cope with that fact however you will.
The fact that you insult me on that level after all the effort and work that I put into a lot of my shit is fucking annoying. You saying the same dumbass shit that tons of haters say. You think I give a first flank fuck about your little opinion about my work?
Clearly you do, otherwise you would not have even considered recording this clip. Also, it's not an opinion, it's a straight up fact.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I'm really gonna take your word for it. I worked hard at what I fucking did, and I work hard at what I achieve.
Cool. You want a cookie?
You have no fucking idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're just talking out of your ass just like tons of all those other people tried to do, and I still debated and responded to them, and they couldn't even refute my points.
Yeah, this is a straight up lie, by the way. Assuming he means people in the comments of my video, he maybe responded to like 2 people, and then when they gave him a counter argument he just backed down, so yeah, sucks to suck.
Do you have to insult people just to get your point across?
I don't know, watching little bitches on the internet cry about it is endlessly hilarious, like bruh. They're just combinations of letters, they can't hurt you, it's not that deep. It's definitely not worth crying over, like, bruh. Grab a tissue, blow your nose, put your big boy pants on, it's not that hard.
Shut up. Stop accusing me of lying when I'm not making anything up. I'm telling the truth about how I authentically feel about this game. That's not lying. What are you talking about? I didn't back down. I'm responding to you. I'm responding to different people. I'm getting to as many as I can. There's a lot of shit that I have to do, man. I got a lot of content that I make. I don't have time to always be... And plus, I've been responding... No, I don't... First off, I've been responding to every single one of you. What are you talking about? I responded to Thunderstruck. I responded to Moment of Sanity. I responded to you, Batakanta. What are you talking about? So that's not true. Damn, what are you talking about? Projection. You calling someone a little bitch? What the fuck makes you the alpha male? I know you're not talking shit. You better stop it, Batakanta. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you just talk that fucking shit. And then you sit there and say this kind of fucking horse shit. And you're like, oh, well, there's letters. They just can't hurt. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Until that shit talked comes to you. You won't be saying that same shit. Oh, yeah? So then when someone insulted you, it's not that deep, bro. It's all cope, bro. Yeah, you're not going to be saying that same shit. So your point is obsolete. You're the one dishing out insults 90% of the freaking time. You're such a clickbaiter. That's all you do is clickbait. Get the fuck out of here. Literally. You just clickbait. You don't understand that same creativity, that same style, that same effort. You don't put forth the same effort I put forth with my work. I don't see you putting forth that same effort. I don't see you putting in that same creativity, that same style. You don't put forth that same effort.
No, you're just choosing to insult me, and this is why I'm responding about it. Just because you rant doesn't have anything to do with your mental stability or mental efficiency.
Generally not, but you're the exception to that, so I don't know what you want me to tell you, man.
This is ridiculous. Okay, I ranted in the video, so what? People have a right to do that, and I'm gonna do it again. This is something that I do. I have different components to my channel. I have different flows, so what? Okay, there are times where I rant. Who cares? Why are you making such a big deal out of me ranting?
Bruh, I made one offhanded remark. It's not that fucking serious.
You are once again another person who makes such a big deal out of it. So what? This is something that I do. It's called freedom of creative expression.
Yeah, and I have a freedom for expression to criticize it. What's your point? He's dwelling so hard on that one jab, like shit. I didn't realize he's that insecure about it.
A man with a channel dedicated to handing out criticism can't take it. Go ahead, criticize me, but I'm gonna refute your points like I'm doing now.
If you call that refuting, then I'm Santa Claus.
What are you talking about? What part of anything that I said had signified that I actually had a problem with people critiquing me?
The fact you made hours of videos refusing to take the L on your objectively false statements about Elden Ring, as I clearly stated in the video.
You can critique me all you want. Come on, let's debate. The last time someone critiqued me when it was Thunderstruck, I told him to bring it on. And with Moment of Sanity, I decided to meme him because he tried to insult me, and then he decided to gang up on British Potato, another YouTuber, with like 3 other people, which is ridiculous. I have friends too.
Why did they feel the need to point that shit out? Buddy, dear old buddy old pal, these friends you speak of, are they in the room with us right now?
You insulted my work. You insulted me. You insulted all that stuff. You even insulted me because I mentioned that I had friends. So what? Okay, yeah, I'm just saying I got friends too. What are you talking about? You act like, what the fuck? I'm just saying. I just said that one time. You insulted that too. Like, look at him. Like he acts like he has friends. Oh my god. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're such a dick. Man, you're such a fucking clickbaiter. You insulted everything about me. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even know shit about me. You don't even know the first thing about me or my work. Then you didn't even critique my point about Doom's level design. I brought up Halo. I brought up Bioshock. I brought up Dishonored, and you just bring up all these insults. Get the fuck out of here, Batakanta. You're a clickbaiter. My point is, I will critique every point you decide to make about me. Anytime you guys want to make a video about me, bring it on, because I'm going to keep on responding. Bring it on.
Moment of Sanity. However, unlike you, I don't need to use them to gang up on other people and talk about them. When I talk, I do that on my own. When I'm responding to somebody, I do that on my own.
Bro, what the fuck is this game on about? Like, seriously, what does any of this have to do with my video?
If I got something to say, guess what? I do that shit on my own. I don't need a whole posse just to do that. However, with Batakanta, again, he's insulting me, insulting my work. It's freaking annoying. Then he's saying there's something wrong with ranting when that is something that happens on the internet.
So does getting raped in an alleyway. What's your point?
Who cares? Why are you sitting there making it like it's wrong for me to do that? I have every right to do that. And who cares? You're making it like, okay, I still made points. And can you refute those points? And that's all that matters.
Oh, in that case, would you like to admit fault? I mean, if refuting your points is all that matters, which I did, there's nothing else left to do, right?
And I can't take criticism. I just respond to criticism. There's a difference.
A difference which you clearly do not know.
He's looking for any sort of attention he can get. Why are you assuming shit? I do this out of passion. Dude, it's not about just, oh, attention and da-da-da-da-da. Ranting, intellectualizing, doing this, dude, it's passion. It's that simple. The fact that you just assume shit about me and you don't even know me like that is really annoying.
Doesn't that maybe hint to the reason why I do it? I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious to me. Thing that pisses people off pissed people off. And you took that bait and shut out the hook.
It's not just limited in linear. It's just a duplication of the level design of the original Doom.
And he's back to lying and talking in circles, repeating the same points that I already refuted in the videos, so I think I'm gonna end it off here. There's still like half a video left, but I really didn't feel like sitting through it anymore. But who knows. Maybe if this video does well, I might come back to it. So I guess the moral of the story here is, Doom 2016 bad because I'm a liar. Yeah. Now, I cut out a lot of clutter which just so happened to be the majority of the fucking video, just to make this video actually watchable, so for that one retard who's undoubtedly gonna get pissed in the comments, my video is still public and his response is as well. You can feel free to check, but don't say I didn't warn you when you come back with terminal ear cancer. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Be sure to like and subscribe to boost me in the algorithm. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.
It wasn't just one jab, you jabbed so many shit. and yet I still critiqued and refuted each thing that you decided to say, regardless of what you said. Exactly. Go ahead, criticize me. I'm going to refute your points. You know this. I refuse to take the L on that because I feel the way that I feel towards Elden Ring. Why don't you respond to it if you feel that strongly about it anyway? And I'll respond back. No matter what you say, Batakanta, know that, dude, I'm going to respond to you and refute your points. Halo, open-ended level design, gameplay freedom, player agency. Bioshock, open-ended level design, multiple different ways of completing objectives and missions and fighting people, including Big Daddies. You can complete that in different ways, especially. Dishonored, all this creative different ways you can use your powers to complete every single solitary situation in virtually any way you see fit, including stealth. Multiple different ways of using the powers. Doom 2016, just like the old Dooms, you do not complete things in different ways. There is no stealth. There's nothing like that. There is no gameplay freedom. You can't complete things in various different ways. It is not that kind of game. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like Doom. And that's fine, but that's not for me. Do you understand? That's right, Thunderstruck 115, bring it on. That's right, Batakanta, bring it on. That's right, Moment of Sanity, bring it on. Anyone who even has a response to me, bring it on. Bring it on. Now, if you respond to me respectfully, I'll respond to you respectfully. Sneaky Cacti responded to me respectfully, so my response to him will be a little bit more intellectual. It'll be different. But you guys, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Oh, such a dick. Okay, I'm just saying I have friends too. You said that I didn't have friends. Yes, I do. I have friends on Discord. I have friends in real life that I've known for years and years. I have a lot. I have different friends. Like, I have friends. And on top of that, that's fucking rude. You don't even know me, dude. So stop talking like you know me. Moment of Sanity used his friends to gang up on British Potato. That's bullshit. I don't need to use my friends for that. I have friends, but that doesn't mean that I use my friends to gang up on another YouTuber. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I can do this shit on my own. I don't need that. I don't need to do that shit. That's what Moment of Sanity needed, backup to do that shit. He needed some fucking serious backup. And what he said was bullshit. Ganging up on one YouTuber with like 4 different people. Come on. No, you didn't. Now you have to refute my points because I already refuted what you said. You have to refute what I stated. Again, Halo, open-ended level design, player agency, Killzone Mercenary, completing things in different ways, Sniper, Demolition, Infantry, Stealth. Stuff you can't do in Doom 2016. You cannot play this way. That's why I don't like it. What is wrong with that? Nothing. What the hell? What? That's my crime? My crime is because I didn't like a game that you liked because I like other games that let you have more gameplay freedom and player agency? Are you serious? Now you have to refute my points. Again, it's not a lie. This is how I genuinely feel about the game. So that makes a lot of what you're saying obsolete because you didn't even refute the whole video. You only refuted half. Meanwhile, I could refute every point you make. Come on. And you're talking about my quality. You didn't even put forth the effort, dude. You're gonna call me a liar when I broke down, again, Halo's level design. Again, Killzone's gameplay design. Again, Dishonored's level design. Again, Bioshock's level design. I'm bringing up real examples. How is that lying? That's telling the truth. And you sitting there calling me a liar. And you don't even know the first thing of what you're talking about. And before you say stuff, get your facts straight, like you would know. This is Batakanta claiming, I didn't even say that I exposed you. What the fuck are you talking about? Wow. This dude is the biggest clickbaiter ever. This is the kind of stuff that I'm dealing with on the internet. When I say what I authentically and passionately feel, this is some of the responses that I get. Haters. Wow. It's just ridiculous. Then I construct these points, and then all they do is just insult my work and insult me. It's ridiculous. So then I get defensive, but it's like, look at what they're saying. So this is Batakanta, and this is my response to you, Batakanta. Bring it on. Bring it on. You didn't even refute my points. Way to go.